Hello, it's me, Calypso by the Sea. Welcome back to Granblue Fantasy Relink. I almost said UDC. See how not poison, but enamored I am with my UDC in The Sims. We're starting off where we were at the beginning of chapter 1. Out of the prologue into the forest. Let's do a little bit of reading here to start off. I know, so exciting. Time to read. All right. Inventory. Items you collected on your adventures are stored in your inventory. Consumables such as spell books and ambrosia are usable from this menu. Select a treasure and press Y to add it to your wish list. When you visit the Knick-Knack Shack oh, that's awesome. Or quest counter, items on your wish will be marked on the icon for your convenience. We love convenience. See, this is what we call QOL, quality of life. Look at that. Granblue adding QOL even in their little games. We love it. So that tells me that we're going to be doing a lot of this kind of stuff. Mwah. Chef's kiss. Let's see. First, we have a fortitude shard, a shard replete with memories of warriors. These recollections for training coax a amount of power out of armaments. A small chip from a primal crystal, which is a prism chip. Key items, the Partenza, the generic sword you use in cutscenes and in Granblue Fantasy when you do this, the little mock battles that they have you do, tutorial stuff. Not tutorial, but sometimes they're story battles and they have DJ there and she's just like, here's my sword, I use it, yeah. And it's this one. This is a simple bronze sword that marks the beginning of a young girl's odyssey into the endless blue, one which will lead her to the stars. Key items. The lifelink is a key item. Nice. When Calypso perished while defending Lyra from the Earth's Empire's clutches, she shared her life force with the future captain, saving Calypso and sparking an incredible adventure. They now share an unbreakable bond. Lyria's journal. Catalina purchased this notebook for Lyra, the first port market they visited together. With each new entry, the journal grows in an anthology of snapshots detailing the crew's travels. These sky map piece. These curious artifacts are found throughout the sky realm in the possession of a mighty primal beast. Only when all these markers have been collected will a path to the Estalucia reveal itself. So this is basically when the first, in the second half too. This is like when you're fighting primal beasts and things like that in the main MSQ, you're like, oh, we need these pieces. And it's like, yeah, you do, that's the overarching goal. And it's one I actually did kind of forget about because a lot of stuff was happening at the time. And it's also been like such a long time since we had to use them. So we just collect them and things like that. So it's like, oh yeah, that did happen. It's nice. And then the lifelink, it's like when we died at the very beginning of the game to kick everything off. That's why we have a link with Lyria. So if I die or she dies, then the other one dies. So it's pretty much like it is a lifelink. If one of them dies, the other one will feel it. And also, I think they have to stay near each other to an extent. It's been a while. Well, it did come up, but again, I gotta play this game more. So I want to pick your guys' brain about that. How you feel about, spoilers for a 15-year-old game. Character details. Wow. Calypso, you look so cutie, girl. Command list. Oh, look, such a fighting game. I do believe that their fighting game came out first, right? Versus side games. They're such a fascinating company to me. I'm truly it's just truly amazing. Look at this. We have a combo thing. I'm so glad that this game came out and that it's so good. It's so good. Anyways, here's combos that I'll forget about. I'll probably do combo D a lot. I'm very good while doing XXXX. Blah! But we'll see. Layers takes many notes as the journey continues. Check out her journal for usage tips and information. This is also in the MSQ in the main game, but it's definitely different. The story so far, oof. Yeah, I'll read this. We need to know. You guys need to know. Her name is Lyria. One day, an Earth's Empire battleship suddenly appears over Zinkenstill, Calypso's island home. A light descends from the ship, and Calypso rushes into the woods to investigate. There, Calypso finds a blue-haired girl named Lyria, being hounded by the Empire. When the Imperial pursuers catch up to her, they release a dreadful monster. Calypso battles valiantly to protect Lyria, but ultimately suffers fatal injuries to a one-sided fight. Like, the monster is like baby compared to what, you know, we are now. So it's very funny, like, oh, it was such a beast, and it's like it's just like a dragon, a small one. Lifelink. As Calypso slips close to death, Lyria links her life force to Calypso's own. Not only does the girl's determination save Calypso's life, it triggers a powerful reaction that summons Bahamut, a fearsome black dragon who drives off the Imperials. From that day forward, the fates of Lyria and Calypso will be intrinsically linked. Sorry, I'm sick. I'm sick, and yeah, I'm one of those people, like, I know how to say this in my mind, but my tongue does not know how to say it out loud. And then when that happens, you get the little silver Bahamut, which you see right there. That is actually its weakest form. There's like so many Bahamuts in the game, like the one that you can summon, and then of course there's the one that you fight, and then the other one that you fight, and then the other one that you fight, and then the other one you can fight, and then the recent one that you can fight, they debuffed a little bit, so it's not as bad, but it's still pretty bad to fight. So it's because it's a 6-man raid. So yeah. The journey takes flight. Calypso's father left Zinkenstill many years ago, leaving behind a letter telling Calypso to come to the Promised Land, an island called Estalucia. Calypso has dreamed of venturing to the vast blue sky ever since. Now accompanied by Lyria and her guardian Catalina, that journey is no longer a dream, but a reality. And so that's why we leave the island to go find our dad. But of course, Lyria was a big proponent of pushing us out to the world. But there's a lot to this. We have a best friend that we don't talk about who's actually a super assassin man now. And then we also have other, like a parent like we don't talk about who's also the god of time and things like it's cool. It's cool. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Rackham and the Grand Cipher. Like her father before them, Calypso decides to form a Skyfarer crew to the journey ahead. Arriving in Port Breeze Archipelago, Calypso visits the local knick-knack shack and learns about Rackham, a former helmsman who has since given up the trade. Though he has no intention of flying again, he changes his mind when Earth's Empire attacks Port Breeze. Amidst the conflict, Rackham's passion for flying returns, and afterwards he pledges his piloting skills and the ship, the Grand Cipher, to Calypso's cause. Oh, and let's also not forget that there's like a little ghost boy, Primal Beast, that is he a Primal Beast? I think so. And that has attached himself to the ship and the Grand Cipher, and it's like his guardian spirit, and you got to take care of it or you're hurting him. Anyways, don't worry about it. A crew takes shape. Calypso's fledgling crew grows with each visit to a new locale. In Valt's Duchy, they recruit Io, a promising mage with exceptional talent. Auguste, the anti-imperial sharpshooter Yugen, joins the ranks, as does Rosetta, a shrewd, mysterious beauty hailing from Luma Sea. As more allies come aboard the Grand Cipher, the conflict with the Empire reaches a climactic showdown. So Auguste is just like a kind of like a beach town, resort town. Crazy shit keeps happening there. I'm sorry, guys. It's just crazy. It's crazy. The stuff that goes on in there. Like, the stuff that goes on in there is so funny. Like, the beach episodes, always good. The shark cereal, get the shotgun. It's good. It's great. I love it. And Rosetta, she is a primal beast, who I think has ties to the old crew, her father, Calypso's father and such, the captain's father. But she's also has ties with Io, that Io really looks up to her. Because like Io is like, I want to be a refined beauty, but she's a brat, smart brat. But you know, that's my girlie, that's my daughter, that's my baby. Downfall of the Earth's Empire. The Prime Minister of the Earth's Empire intends to sacrifice the citizens of the Imperial capital in order to activate the primal beast Akasha to use its power to rewrite history. Think Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, where they have the transmutation circle around the whole of the capital city, like that. Calypso's crew and allies put a stop to the Prime Minister's scheme by sealing away the primal. Once defanged, the Empire quickly loses authority and collapses. Yeah, and then it creates like a power vacuum and things happen, but then the actual Empress of sorts steps up, no longer a puppet, and you know, it's complex, but it's pretty good. It was a pretty good arc closer, and you would think, oh man, that's the end. No, that is just like chapter 1. We are off to the Skybound. After taking down the Earth's Empire, Calypso's crew leaves the Phantom Grade Skydome to continue their journey. They pass through the skydomes of Nele Grande and Oli Grande to arrive to the doors of the vast expanse they've yet to explore. This new one. So the Nele Grande, Oli Grande are... Nele Grande was the first arc, which had... We had more of the otherworld stuff going on there. And then we had like the Chinese inspired world stuff. And then we went to the Oli Grande where things really heated up with the True King and all that. It was very interesting, but it's hard to explain in a TLDR. It's good that they were just like, yeah, we went through there and then now we're in Za Grande. So just worry about that. And this is stuff we've been to. Nice. So that's a good background information if you want to skip that kind of stuff. I haven't been using my timestamps, but I think I can do that. I'll try to do that. So if that's not interesting to you, you can skip. Oh, congratulations. What did I get? Trophies. That's something that also the regular Granblue does. They give us trophies, where you can also get some stuff, which is always nice. And by stuff, I mean crystals, and crystals are used for summoning, and people are like, I need to summon. But you know, accomplish various feats on your journey to earn shiny trophies. Some even come with rewards. Select co-op settings from the menu. I'm not gonna do co-op, I don't think. Because I don't think I have any. I got Fortitude shards from this. So, no trophies there. Music collection. Also, I have to get rid of exclamation points in menus or it'll drive me absolutely insane. Glossary. Let's see how bad this is going to be. Woo, that's a lot. That is a lot. I know you're thinking, Calypso, please, we just want to see the game. We just want to see the game. But guys, I know you want to see the game, but also I want to talk about Granblue. I will try to have this stuff come up. I think we missed Helmsman. Like when it comes up in the talking parts. Helmsman, a pilot of an airship. A good helmsman is familiar not only with the ship and steering wheel, but also the whole of its skies, its geography, climates, and air currents. Though the airships are extremely complex vessels utilizing the potent technology of astrals, their flight control systems are surprisingly simple, and even a novice can operate one over short distances. However, the skies are nothing if not unpredictable, and any self-respecting crew needs a skilled helmsman to navigate. I mean, yeah, a Bahamut can come and shoot you out the sky. Okay, this is important, I think, because you need to understand the races of Granblue. We've actually hit a point in the story where we finished part 1 story 1 of Granblue. Now we're in story 2 where things have expanded. The world has expanded. We have more races, but this is what we were dealing with the first time. And when I say dealing with, we are on the one that irks me the most with this dimorphism. The drafts. These are one of the races in the world of Granblue, and male drafts look like this. Female drafts look like that. Like, it's so fetishy. It's like, oh my God, we can't have big, strong women. No. They gotta be, it irks me because there's also even worse stuff I am not going to talk about, because while Granblue is a good game, there's just some things that are a little upsetting. We just have to disagree on what they do with female drafts a lot of the time. Anyways, these horned sky dwellers are sturdily built if male, and their physical strength makes them excellent ironworkers and carpenters. However, most do not have an affinity with magic. True. I should think about it. Yeah, that's true. Which makes Io's master, who is a draft, who does do magic, extremely rare and a mark of how powerful he is. Yes. The Harvins, which is like the little dwarves, you could say, of this race, but they're so cutie. These small pointy-eared sky dwellers are extremely logical, making them shrewd business people. Though physically ill-suited for combat, Harvins also possess indomitable wills and courage. The Irunes, the funniest race, again. These slender beings support animal ears and natural gift from magic. Ancient Irunes preferred mountaintop dwellings where they could pursue their studies in peace, but recently more and more of them have moved into bustling cities and towns. For some reason, they tend to wear clothing with open. It's a rule. If you're making an OC, make sure you know that they must have an open back. If they have animal ears of any type that is not draft horns, they must have an open back because they can't breathe. Without it, it's so funny. It is so funny, like these rules that they make just for the sleaze, the appeals. Like, yeah, we got to see them backs. I don't mind. And then, of course, the humans, the Humes in Final Fantasy terms. The most numerous type of sky dweller, well balanced physically and mentally and full of curiosity, generally creative, intelligent. Many humans go on to become inventors and manufacturers. Oh, Ares, my girlie. This splendidly armored primal beast presided over combat, destined to live all her life by the sword. She was once an astral, famed for her physical prowess and tactician's wit. Even then, many called her a god of war. In her astral days, Ares had a fondness for the sky realm and even became a naturalized citizen. And when the war erupted, she fought in it and died, only to be revived as a primal beast by a mysterious astral known as Snake. She spent much of the second life wandering the otherworld, but with Catalina's help, she was able to let go of her regrets and move on once and for all. Her power she left behind to Catalina, with whom she has bonded. Now, this is a point in the story where our crewmates needed a power up because DJ, or the captain, if you chose Grand for some reason. Sorry, I'm not a hater. Don't be a hater. Was getting all these powers up. Our crew is like, we're still pretty much basic people. And so they've all kind of got tied to a primal beast in some way. Catalina was with this one. Eugen is with Leviathan. Rackham is with Yggdrasil. No. She's with, not Yggdrasil. She's with, I think Yiggy is on her own. But we have not Tatiana. That is a whole different summon who makes me angry because she keeps coming home. Excuse me. Tiamat is with Rackham because it's also like where they're coming from. Each primal beast is tied to that city that they came from. So the only difference is that both Yiggy and not Ifrit. I'm so Final Fantasy brained. I'm like, Ifrit? No, Colossus. I think Colossus and Gigi didn't get assigned to their people who technically came from their cities because of Io is bonded with the primal beast Rosetta, who, as you saw, was like a party member, but they kind of combined together. While Ares seemed like an out of nowhere choice, it does make sense considering that Catalina is from the Lumeria area. She was a knight from there, but she cast aside the role, so someone else that gets it, I don't know if she's in this game, tied to Lumeria. I know. Hopefully I'll remember to put up the images here so you can kind of have a visual guide here. It's very interesting, and I like to see what they're going to do with that in this game. Also, I'm still sick. Oh, we have the Phantomgrade. The Phantomgrade Skydom, the native Skydom of the Grand Cipher and its crew, home to gentle breezes on islands such as Zinkastil and the Port Breeze Archipelago. It boasts a rich, self-sustaining economy, so few denizens find the turbulent passage across the Grim Basin into new lands worth the danger, because there is like a barrier of sorts that breaks apart everything. So that's why you usually don't just fly in between the different grand Skydoms, Grandes, the Skydoms, because the reason we can go is because we have the little jewels that we talked about earlier, the map pieces. In the past, due to the incursions of the Earth's Empire, clashes among Phantomgrade islands were frequent occurrence. It wasn't until Calypso helped to overstate the downfall of the tyrannical Imperials that peace resumed its broken reign. The Nel Grande Skyrim. Nel Grande shares a border with Phantomgrade, and along its junction looms the frost-blown continent of the North Vast. Yes. That's where we had that was kind of rough on me, because there was a lot that was happening that was really dark, but it's also like, it was kind of stretched out, so I didn't really remember the exact spots on there, so I definitely need to refresh on that before I come back to you guys. I promise. In its frigid atmosphere floats an ancient structure shaped like a wall and the size of an island, so remarkable, described in the documents of foreign Skydoms. And yes, that's a battle that you get to have with the wall itself, and then how it absorbs someone too, and that helps you take it down. It was really bleak, but it was good. It was a good story. Now, Great Oligandre Skydom. Here, the Estevian Kingdom reigned supreme. It was due to its influence of this monarchy, which is fabulously wealthy and owns vast tracts of land, that the descriptor Great was affixed to the name of Oligandre. The Skydom contains 7 islands, each governing over specific axes of society: education, recreation, economic, justice, and so on. Oh my goodness, this place was so annoying. Not annoying, it was annoying because I hate the Great King. He's so hateable in such a good way. They did a good job making him so hateable and just so ugly looking that you're like, I hate you, you sleazy asshole. But there's a lot going on there, which again, I won't go into too much at the moment, but later on we will. I know, it's like, haven't you talked for 80 hours already? Yes, but hey. The Zega Grande Kingdom. Calypso's newest adventure, that's here, unfolds across this western stretch of sky, home to islands such as Lutagne and the Einstedo Archipelago. It is cut off from the rest of the world by a particularly thick and churning stretch of the Grim Basin, through which very few airships can or are willing to fly. Due to this dearth of foreign interaction, it is known as the Forgotten Kingdom. 500 years ago, this expanse was ruled by a Seed Hollow Empire, which converted into a republic following the Skyrim victory in the war. Since then, Seed Hollow has become a political and economic hub. Zinkastil. The small island is a self-sustaining economy, promoting little traffic to pass through its borders. In its heart grows a forest where prisms can be harvested. True. That is where you go to Slime Blast, and that is where you go to Angel Halo. So detailed. Despite Zinkastil's relative isolations, people are warm and sociable. There aren't any famous landmarks especially, as the tourism industry never took off here, but the charming and rustic town makes a pleasant getaway. Port Breeze Archipelago. This is what I was talking about with Tiamat and all that. This group of islands blessed by primal beast Tiamat is an enjoy gentle steady winds. It is a favorite gathering spot of skyfarers and tradespeople. Its busiest port may be found in Eingana Island, which boasts a bustling market at its center. Though the climate of Port Breeze is generally mild, it may be a little cold for more delicate constitutions because of its constant gusts. Me, I would die. Sorry, I hate the cold. Val's Duchy. Great subterranean rivers of magma flow here, which imbues the land with the life and heat and fire. Perhaps for this reason, many drafts reside in Val's Duchy, pursuing metalwork in the largest factory in the Skydome, which runs day and night. Val's metalwork is known to be durable as it is beautiful, selling for high prices all along the Fenton Grande. The Augusta Isles. This archipelago, brimming with light and life, has waters and autonomous districts established for the purpose of trade. As such, is not beholden to any of its surrounding governments. And sharks. Augusta's only known region in Fantagrade to present an aquatic body big enough to be called a sea, which attracts swarms of tourists each year. And sharks. It is also boasts a prolific marketplace, the tax revenue, from which allows the district to maintain a mercenary defense force rivaling any national army. And sharks. And lesbians merged with sharks. I love this area. I love Augusta's stories. Lomasi Archipelago. The fertile archipelago is populated with ancient trees, some of which stood witness to the invasion of the Astrals and the ensuing war. Despite its monumental age, the forest is still flourishing, still growing, thanks to the power of the primal beast Yggdrasil. With all thickly wooded lands, Lumacy is haunted by legends and bugbears, and mysterious ruins lies deep in its heart. It's also home to much unique flora, though very few researchers dare to wander in the unpredictable shade of its canopy. That's right. Celeste is also here. She's a dark primal beast. So with Celeste and Yiggy here, Celeste, Yiggy, and Colossus don't have quote-unquote owner to bond with. The sun-dappled grove, that's where we're now. This verdant forest once bequeathed its natural riches onto the people of Volca. Now heeding warnings from the local defense corps, townfolk no longer wander in the shade of its generous canopy. And finally, the Erst Empire. Once this power-hungry nation had nearly the entire Phantom Grid Skydom under its thumb. Its schemes were exposed and its ambitions crushed, however, by Calypso and crew, who restored Queen Orcus. Orcus, my baby, and her guardian and bestie, the Black Knight, who rules, by the way. Earth then regained its status as kingdom. All its elements of the empire were dismantled and absorbed by the new government. See, that's what I was saying earlier, that Queen Orcus stood up after everything, and she had a whole doll, who's also my baby. They are my babies. They're my daughters. Yes. And then Black Knight watches over them. They find their purpose in life and things. And Black Knight is actually Eugen's daughter. It's very complicated, but things happened. She hates him. They're trying to work on it. It's good. And that's it for that. I know so much. Again, this is where I will be doing timestamps so you guys can be like, I don't want to hear all this. I want to see gameplay. And I will have gameplay. Don't worry. This won't be just the story version, because then you would just be skipping the whole thing, right? If you weren't interested in it. Characters. Calypso. All right. Oh, you can play voice.
Let's take them out. Oh, yeah. Adventure awaits.
Erica Harlacher. Oh, my goodness. Girly girl. I mean, not girly. I don't know if they're pronouns. I'm sorry. They have done a lot of my favorite characters. They're really, really good. Anyways, I will try not to be a voice actor nerd. This is why I didn't play Dispatch. I let Queen Morgana. It's like, if you want to get a good gameplay without geeking, please watch Queen Morgana's Dispatch. She did such a great job and actually had really interesting choices and thoughts behind those choices. I thought my favorites Dispatch playthroughs are Queen Morgana's and Wooly Versus. They both have really good interesting they took different paths and came out with good outcomes. And then the thinking behind those and the mistakes behind those also make them good to me. Because, you know, there's also these flawless playthroughs, like Pat Stares At has a good one. His is similar to Woolie's because they do have similar tastes, but they do diverge in places, but they kind of come together at the end. While I would say Queen Morgana's is just its own playthrough with its own ending, different from what they got. Especially when Invisigirl and all that, which I think was good. And it made for an interesting playthrough. And I enjoyed both her and Woolie's endings a lot. So you should watch them. Anyways, Calypso, age 15 for this purposes. My Calypso is not 15. Or my Jalen is not 15. Height 150. Oh, whoa. Sorry. These back bumpers. People. Humans. People is that supposed to be like, is that a people? That's weird. Sure. People, human. Hobbies, shopping and chatting. Sure. Likes friends, adventures in the skies. Dislikes lecture-based learning, being idle. Voice Erica Harlacher. Nice. On the remote island of Zikasa lived a young woman and her best pal Vern. Her father had departed the island years ago, leaving for his daughter a single letter with instructions to the head of Estalucia, island of the Astrals. As if guided by the invisible hands of fate, the young woman crossed paths with Lyria, kicking off her quest to track down her father. Over the course of various events, she assumed a diverse crew of allies from all over the Skyrim, which she pulled with gems and was praying at the crystal for a rainbow crystal. There's no reason for that crystal to be blue. There's no reason for that crystal to be blue. Anyways, become one of the youngest Skyfaring captains to traverse the Big Blue. Oh, there's a gallery. You can view full portrait art. Oh, this is really good reference material. If you're an artist or something like that, that's good. While not in session. What is session? I don't know. Maybe it's the story part? Anyways, Vern, age, unknown, height, 42 centimeters, 37 when seated. People, unknown. I think that's like saying race, but maybe it's people in this. I don't know. Hobbies, basking in the sun. Likes, apples. Dislikes, unruly children. Voice, Sandy Fox. I'm not familiar with Sandy Fox, but they do a good mascot character voice, especially with this obnoxious character that is Vern. I love Vern, by the way. I say obnoxious affectionately. He is a little trouble shithead. This little red dragon has been by Calypso's side since Calypso was a wee babe. In fact, they traveled with his father. With her father and her father's crew, so yeah. They grew up together on an island of Zinkenstill, and then he lost his memory, so that's why they grew up together, of sorts. Nothing gets on his nerves more than being called a cute, a pet, or worst of all, a lizard. He's been known to boast of mighty dragons, known to be boasted of being a dragon as mighty as he is cool.
You've got it all wrong, Catalina. I'm a cool dragon.
That's right. And Catalina adores cute things. So also I like his little horns. They stick out the little, like they look like ears, but they are horns. And I don't know. I would feel like if I was to try to design something like that, it would be very cluttered feeling. But the fact that he's like bald helps that. Though I could see like a little spike of hair in between, like a quaff or something like that would do him good, but would, like, I don't know if you got like one of the older design. But yeah, this is still good. Lyria, age unknown, height 152 centimeters. People, humans. Hobbies, singing, going on walks. Likes, Catalina and Calypso. That's us. Dislikes, monsters. Voice, Kira Buckland, which I thought was really good. Really, really cool. I was like, Kira Buckland is so, I thought For a moment, when I saw that she was in the cast, I thought she was going to be Catalina. No, she is Lyria, which I think is really, really cool. She's very versatile, which isn't to say that if you're not versatile, you're bad, because, you know, there are characters that, yeah, that's your voice. I can tell you who you are, but that's like a skilled precision. You want this voice for this character. That is a skilled choice. But being able to do multiple voice types, I think, is also good. It's about your needs, your niche, you know? And I think having multiple voice actors doing different things is cool. And people who have like a distinct voice that you can always tell who they are is also good, because you're like, oh, I can definitely type you as this, but I also think you could work here as well. Yes. Also, it's like the lady, I cannot remember her name at the moment, who plays a lot of granny characters. And she's also Rita Repulsa. Fantastic. I love to hear her when she's there. She's like the granny of my dreams. I was like, oh, she's always rad as hell. But sorry. Again, this is why I didn't play Dispatch, because I would be gushing over all the different voice acting stuff, because voice acting is my special niche, and it is something I'm very into, which is localization, and voice acting is something that's very near and dear to my heart, and something I research and look into very often, and it is something I love and respect, and that's why fuck AI and everyone who's trying to use it, because you will never replace voice acting with AI and have it sound good. It's garbage. It's trash. I'm looking at you, Arc Raiders. And people who try to use AI for localization is garbage and trash, because localization is more than just translating word for word. You also have to get intent, tone, and everything else. Anyways, Lyra's mysterious ability to bring primal beasts under her control caught the attention of the Earth's Empire. The Emperor has locked her away for further research, assigned her a guard, Catalina, to make sure she couldn't escape. Thankfully for Lyria, Catalina sympathized with the girl and freed her from captivity. Together, they fled for the Empire, eventually running into Calypso on Zinkenstill. Calypso stood up to Lyra's imperial pursuers and was killed for the act of bravery. Filled with guilt and remorse, Lyra was compelled to save the courageous bystander's life by sharing her own. Ever since that day, her fate has been intertwined with that of Calypso.
I'm Lyria. Nice to meet you.
Incredible work, Kira. That is my baby girl again, who wears no shoes. That's okay. I play Fire Emblem Fates. I know all about it, girl. Catalina, age 24, height 169 centimeters. People, humans. Hobbies, sword collecting. What kind of people does she belong to? The humans. That's what kind of people. Our crew is like all humans, actually, now that I think about it. It's a good thing that we did diversify later, because that was kind of... Anyways, hobbies, sword collecting, likes, cute things, small animals, cooking, if you could call it that. Dislikes, bugs. Voice, Erica Lenbeck. Erica is also a very good voice. Okay. Though Catalina was once a devoted knight of the Earth's Empire, her allegiance shattered when she discovered the cruel imperial experiments being run on Lyria. They fled together, eventually meeting Calypso in the forest of Zinkenstill, an encounter which proved to be the beginning of a grand adventure. Oh, the back buttons.
Fear not. You have my support.
Very good art. God, I love the texture. It's so good. It's like they're modernizing their old, I can't remember the Tactics artist's name. He does Final Fantasy Tactics art, who did the art for the original Granblue. Granblue and Final Fantasy are very deeply intertwined, but I don't think they've had an official crossover yet, which is wild. No, they did. Final Fantasy 11, but it took a while. Final Fantasy 11, wow. It's like they're modernizing. It's not like they're leaving the style completely of the Tactics version. You can tell, like, with the little bump noses and things like that, and the noses barely existing. But it's definitely more modernized in the way that it's captured, which it doesn't feel too cluttered or anything else like that. I do enjoy it. I think it's a good upgrade while staying true to itself so far. Rackham. Age 29, height 181 centimeters. People, humans. Hobbies, darts, gun maintenance. Likes, afternoon naps. Dislikes, pushy people. Voice, Kyle Hubert, who is a very a strong proponent of the SAG voice acting union, SAG-AFTRA. Really cool guy. Soaring through the sky on the airship Grand Cypher, Rackham has made a name for himself as a skilled helmsman. An accident once caused him to swear off skies forever, but Calypso prompted him to take the helm once more. He has since become a steadfast ally. Though blunt, Rackham is remarkably caring and enjoys looking after others.
More work.
That's right. Rackham, he is a meme though. He does have the little Rackham explosion. He does explode a lot and get sacrificed for stuff back in the day. I think he's better now. Hiya, age 11, height 131 centimeters, people, humans, hobbies, fashion, likes her teacher, dislikes creepy old men, Jackie Lastra. A budding mage who strives to become a proper lady. When Calypso and crew were visiting the Valtz Duchy, they aided her in her search for her missing teacher, Taska the Great. After they found him, she decided to join the crew of their journey. Io is persistent and refuses to give up in the face of adversity, but she can be inflexible too.
Leave this one to me.
I'm also another name that Jackie isn't on the tip of my tongue like a lot of voice actors, but I think she also does a good job here. Oh, Ayo, my baby girl. I miss her. Yugen. Oh, Yugen. His Japanese voice actor died and he had to be replaced. And then I believe the latest one was sick for a little bit too, or was that Rackham's? I can't remember, but it was so sad when his OG voice actor in Japanese died. His seiyuu died, and he was silent for a while. My heart. But Yugen is a good guy too. Age 50, 174 centimeters, human. He loves weightlifting and fishing. His hobbies are weightlifting and fishing. Likes sweets, dislikes babies. Yeah, I wonder why, you freaking absent father, you. Voice Richard Epcar. Another voice he plays, it's one of those things that he plays so much that you can't think of a single one. He was everywhere, man. Glad to hear him again. A veteran soldier. Racked with guilt. Oh yeah. For years, he serves as a mercenary for his homeland. The August Isles define the Earth's empire at every turn. Now he travels with Calypso's crew to face up his past. Crafty fellow, Yugen often mystifies others with sayings accumulated for his years of experience.
Yeah, they mess with the best.
He is a good, If Patrick wasn't playing someone else, I feel like Patrick would have played him. Very good art. Nice pants. Rosetta Allegra Clark. Sorry, skipping ahead. Rosetta, age unknown, height 165, people, primal beast, finally something other than human, and unknown. Likes attractive people, regardless of gender. Dislikes machines. Voice Allegra. Of course, Bi Queen would be Allegra once more, coming in here, voicing someone bisexual, voiced by Allegra Clark. Happens more often than you think. She's great. During Calypso's travels, this enigmatic beauty charmed her way to the crew out of the blue. She seems to know the answers to the many mysteries plaguing their journey, but preferring the role of a mere observer, she usually keeps her cards close to her heart. Rosetta is the incarnation of the primal beast, Rose Queen, has traveled with Calypso's father in the past. And she is she is the sexy, she's not femme fatale, but she is like sexy older sister vibes, but she's not the worst to do it on the crew, It's not as bad as you would think. Did I play voice?
Did I catch your eye? I will love you tender.
Okay. And then we got some bestiary, which I will go over briefly. I promise I won't. I will probably speak on Proto-Bahamut, but Wyvern, weak element, fire. These small winged reptiles nest all over the Skyrim. They resemble dragons, but are not classified as such. Wyverns make for clever hunters, though they lack the higher faculty of reason. They attack airships on sight, understanding to be valuable sources of food. Proto-Bahamut, weak element, light. This colossal dragon acts as a guardian to Calypso and Lyria. Though bound from snout to tail, it possesses the might to devastate all that stands in the Grand Cypher's path. And this isn't even his final form. And he does have ties to Vern, if you notice, like the horns and such. And he does have ties to a lot of things. Bahamut, this is all your fault. Let's just put it like that. The god of this world. Oh, weapons. Oh, memories. Rukalsa, the sword given to a young girl on the day she vowed to become chivalrous knight. Since then, it has watched as months turn to years as a girl grew into a guardian. Now it rests at her hip, ready to be drawn in defense of her friends and allies. Flint Spike, defender. I wonder what the defender is up for. Anyways, Flint Spike, a young man made for piloting, a hope he once discarded, but could, of course, never forget. And this gun, now an antique, watched over him all the while. Yet, however antiquated it may be, it won't let him down. It has seen it all, his hopes, his dreams, and his failures. Little Witch Scepter. A little mage carried this staff as she pursued a hidden truth across the scorched earth. So long as it was by her side, she even brought an iron colossus to its knees, proof that she commanded magic which far outstripped her peers. Drysa? The rifle of an old veteran who drowned his regret in the sea. Across the years, the weight of the self-loathing wore him down, till eventually he became unable to act. That is until after a fateful encounter turned his loathing to resolve, and he took up arms against the great evil consuming his homeland. Egoism. Oh yeah, she does use a dagger. Deep within a forgotten forest, a beautiful maiden's dagger lies in wait for the return of its wielder. Its fate was sealed when a crew of young skyfarers invited the maid to relive her gory days in the sky. Though a long-held secret separates her from the crew, she's grateful to the adventure once more. Yeah, she does have a secret, but we'll see. And that's it. We did it, everyone. We got through all the stuff. Are you happy with me? Are you like, Calypso, I'm begging, please? Yes, I hear you. I hear you all, and I will play the game now. If you forgot, we've landed in the forest after falling from the ship, which was damaged by Bahamut.
I hope our next one is Lyria.
Yay! And as I said, I will be going off the beaten path because I love to collect treasure. I am a treasure fiend. And also, I just love little details, you know? Wee pincers are rare creatures that hide throughout Zigrande. There may be someone out here who seeks these creatures. We love it. These juvenile crabs live in all environments throughout the skies. They are generally docile until reaching adulthood, and even then, a loving caretaker can nip their belligerence in the bud. A boy in Folka is rumored to be taken in the weed waddlers. Give me item. Give me item. Trophy? Already? Did we get something? In a pinch? No. Oh well. In a minute. Let me make sure I got everything.
Nope, no sign of her yet. On to the next grove. Dang, this forest is huge. Don't get us lost, okay, pal?
All right. All right. Hi. Oy. I talked a lot. But, you know, it's what I enjoy. I do enjoy talking about things that I love. Looking around. A lot of exploration. It's not as corridory as I thought it was going to be. So that's nice that there's at least some stuff to explore in. And that's neat. That's nifty. That's nice. Oh, I guess we could have jumped. Over here. Interesting. I don't think there's anything. But it's good practice for later. Good... I wonder if there's fall damage. Good layering, you know? Item.
I bet everybody's worried sick. Wonder when we'll see him again.
I wonder. I wonder and I wonder. Whee! So far, no fall damage. Oh, treasure.
What you have?
More treasure. Oh, we did get something new. Cobblestone. Rolling winds rolled the stone to become nice and round. Nice. I wonder if that's like a rock skipping.
Let's see.
Raphael coin. A commemorative coin issued by Crew Alliance Raphael? Thanks to the partnership with Zero Carte, these coins can be traded for various items. I think that's everything. I know they said, listen, go forward. And I was like, I will. But don't throw me extra stuff and then be like, why aren't you heading forward? Oh, did I get this one? I think I did. I can't tell from that angle. And I will say in a forest, things kind of all look the same.
It looks like the path continues behind that ivy. Can you clear it? It's working! Now we can move on.
Nice. Now we can move on. And you hold the map. Oh, yeah. Sorry. I did a lot of talking. Oh.
That was Lyria! Hurry! This way!
We gotta hurry. I really did a good job capturing her base motions. Let's make sure. See, like, this is what I mean. Like, they are a sky-based nation. This is just, like, if you played, Xenoblade, it's kind of the same thing. Except we're not on giant titans. Press LT to camera automatically follow a target. Press RS to switch targets.
You can take him right. Show him who's boss. You can do this. Gotta keep it up. Yep, this'll do. No running.
Well, at least they're not attacking Lyria. I believe in me too, Lyria. Feels good. Feels real good.
Did we get all of them? Watch out! Looks like we've got friends!
Press, hold RB and press one of those buttons to activate a skill. Icons on cooldown. Some skills allow for multiple. So we'll press it. Wow. Nice. Feels good. And it's also pretty amusing to see.
I knew you'd find me. Still, I was afraid I might never see you again. And... oh, talk about close call. I'd almost given up hope. Thank you for saving me. We're just happy you're safe.
Arts 4. Support skills. Every character has their own support skill. One of the captain's support skills called Adept Arts, which enhances the ability to activate abilities of activated skills. Hold the directional buttons to use recovery items. Medicine might taste better, but it's better than biting the dust.
Now, let's lose these trees and meet up with the crew. Now that I think about it, the first time we met was in a forest like this.
I was thinking about that too. Back in Zinken still, right?
Yeah, we've sure come a long way, huh? I wonder how everybody back home's doing.
And I do like to have the conversations go, you know? It's just like you want to hear. Even if it's small stuff. It's what I like when I'm watching other people play. Timberwolf. Weak element, wind. A monster commonly seen throughout the sky realm. More intelligent than the common beasts, they often roam in packs and are intensely loyal to their leader. Using their razor-sharp fangs, they will swiftly kill their prey with ease. Oh, wait, do we have something new here? Skills. Be sure to assign skills to your character in order to use them. New skills can be learned from masteries. I don't think we have any new skills. So I think we just continue ahead for now. Whirl shroom. Oops. A contorted mushroom that grew in the direction of the gales. I will say that they use this. I'll also say that they use the sounds from the game pretty effectively. From the original game, they've been implemented pretty well, I believe, into this game. Sounds good and natural. Archives. Check out the archives in Lyra's journal to read notes and other documents you picked up along your travels. I know, you guys are so excited about that. They're like, oh my god, Calypso, thank you. More reading from you. Hell yes. I love lore, I love reading, I love RPGs. Traveler's Journal, Sun-Dappled Grove. Focus on the other side of the forest, so I figured I'd just cut through the bush and save a buttload of time, right? Wrong! I didn't even know the trees could get this tall and dense. So much for navigating by the sun. I've been going around in circles for hours. Whoever says getting lost is the real thrill of the journey is an idiot. Okay, well, it was kind of fun for like the first 10 minutes. Uh-oh, was that a monster roaring in the distance? Sounded pretty big. As soon as I catch my breath, I'm out of here. True. I mean, it depends. Like, you know, getting lost is fun and all that, but if you have somewhere to go or somewhere to be, you're like, no. Also, in a world like this, brother, no. A primal beast could be around the corner and blow me the fuck up. No, thank you. Treasure chest. Yay! What's he got?
Great!
A wind shard. A draft wind magic leaks from the orb of fragment. This orb fragment. Whoa. Can you... I do want to know... There. Okay, it won't let me fall. Whoa.
Ugh, more monsters. You ready?
Hell yeah. Every character's attacks and skills will have an elemental property. The element is represented by a color icon next to the property, the character or skill. The captain's element is wind. Foes take more damage from elements they're weak to, which is represented by the icon next to their health gauge. Timberwolf is weak to captain's wind element. Oh, I didn't move it in time. Whoa, oh my goodness, I looked away for a second. Okay, I played too many games. This is something I noticed before as well, is that I just, whoop. RB is not dodge, Calypso. Please remember, RT is dodge, RB is not.
Miss me.
Oh, it's a continuous attack. Okay. RT is dodge. RB is not dodge.
And there's more where that came from.
Like I said, I'm a dodge girly before I am a, if you play Expedition 33, I am a parry girl, not a dodge girl. I play most games. I'm very bad at, oh, I missed something. I'm very bad at defending. I'm just not good at it. I just don't defend. I just like, oh, damage opportunity. Even though it's not really a damage opportunity, if you just dodge, it's just an alternative, right? And I'm like, but Tempest Stone, a rare crystal imbued with wind power, thought to contain a primal god's vitality. Hornbird, weak element, fire. This dive-bombing avian monster is noteworthy for the large horn with which skewers its prey. But, you know, I'll get the hang of it eventually. But, you know, it's just, when you play so many action games, you're like, they kind of all overlap, like, oh, Bloodborne is this is that, what Elden Ring is this, and this is that, you know? Liza P is this, and we got a new item. Which I wish could happen is if you hit select, it would take you to the new item or description that pops up, but, you know, it's not that bad. Small gemstone prized by traders. Though lovely, it's a little more than a bauble to be exchanged for money. Good to know. See, we appreciate aerial barrage. See, we have a...
I think I can see a path on the other side.
And she still calls herself Jita. I was wondering about that.
I wasn't expecting that.
Hey, at least we found a way through.
I hate to keep everyone waiting. You know how protective they get.
I mean, it's...
Let's file back quick and show them what troopers we are.
I don't think it's a protective thing. You guys literally fell off a ship into an unknown land. It's after Bahamut, which was considered an ally, attacked you. I think it's more than okay to be like, oh, what the fuck, I'm worried. You know?
Don't mind if I do.
See, that's why we have eagle eyes.
Vern, is it just me, or...
Yeah, that was Cat.
Catalina! We're over here!
Huh? Oh, I just heard Rackham! Rackham! We're over here!
Vern, behind you!
Huh?
Boss fight!
That's a rock monster almost gave me a heart attack!
Again, you saw me press R2. I mean, RB. I wonder if there's like a perfect dodge on this.
It's working! Come! You're a beast in a bowl to rain it!
Oh.
Yep, this'll do! Go get him! Lyria! Captain!
Oh.
Somebody call for the cavalry?
A lot of the gang is here.
Just take down the monster already.
We're saved! I could kiss you guys!
Glad to see you too, Vern.
Get in position, people. We can take it out if we link our attack.
Yes, look at that. Cool, baby, cool.
Dragon Blade!
1, 2. It does. Oh no, one big strike.
It's working!
Oops.
On me!
A foe's stun gauge fills up as it takes hits. Once its stun gauge is full, a link chance will trigger. Link attack. Nice. Press B during a link chance to perform a link attack with your party members. B. I'm kind of blocking it.
The fun's just getting started.
Well said.
Yep.
Performing certain actions, such as link attacks, raises the party's link level. If all party members perform link attack at 100% link level, you'll gain temporary buffs.
Working! Watch out!
I don't like the looks of this.
Demon stuff!
Overdrive.
Got a bad
Just like in the game. A boss's mode bar fills up as it takes damage. Once full, the boss goes into overdrive and becomes even more dangerous. Conversely, a boss's mode bar depletes as it takes damage while in overdrive. Once the bar is depleted, it enters break. This is your chance to lay on the hurt. Ugh. Reminds me of a certain Genshin boss. That's all I'm gonna say. Woo. Does it add one more? Nope. 2, 3, 4. Woo.
You have my blade.
We're unstoppable.
They'll never back down.
Woo. Good job.
Turn that clod into gravel.
Press right stick and right stick when your skybound art gauge is full to unleash a devastating attack. Your skybound art gauge is underneath your health gauge. Oh yeah, that's the yellow one. Ah, the DJ move.
I'll protect you. Blaze of frost.
Loud and clear. Piercing punishment. Hiya.
I know.
Sounds like my daughter. I know. When multiple skybound arts are activated in succession, it triggers a powerful final attack called Chambers. Try training everyone's SBAs together, skybound arts SBAs, together for a full burst. Chambers. Changing skybound arts modes. Press, I guess mode would be select, and then X to command your party members to either automatically use or hold them for later. Oh my god, the stickers are there.
Running out of juice. A little more in the day's hours.
Okay, so you can't stand in it. I wanted to see if we could stand in it. Oh, I was gonna do a link attack. Ah, it's too late. Nice. I hope the volume is okay for that. If not, I can adjust it. Again, this is still the first recording session for those who missed the first episode somehow and made it here.
Made it in time.
Oigen.
Rosetta!
Oh, Rosetta.
Do forgive me for being late, Captain.
Hope you saved some fun for me.
Ooh. Looks like everyone's no worse for wear.
Oh, thanks for the save, Eugen.
Lyria, about what happened with Bahamut. Do you have it under control now?
Yes, I think I do.
Why'd it flip out on us?
I don't really know.
Well, hanging out here isn't...
Grand Cipher. This mid-sized airship is home to Calypso and crew. Though it appears no different from ships of similar construction, the Grand Cipher seems to possess a mysterious powers, at times responding to the thoughts of its passengers. She shares a storied history with her helmsman Rackham. That's because of that primal beast I was talking about that lives there. Noah was definitely a good character, a good guy. And she's not dead, sorry, but...
Wanna help?
Mhm.
How about we head back to the Grand Cipher? I'm with Io. Better get moving before more monsters get the munchies.
In that case, maybe we should follow this trail instead. I have a feeling it leads to a nearby town. Doesn't that sound like the
If you play
perfect
Silent
place
Hill
to
F,
learn
this
more about
voice is very
Vagabonding?
familiar. The voice is very familiar. If you played Silent Hill F, you can play Silent Hill F, which is a great game. You should play Silent Hill F. Doesn't that sound like the perfect place to learn about Let's check. But what about the Grand Cipher?
But what about the Grand Cipher?
She's sitting pretty behind some cliffs past the forest. But that last tussle in the sky dinged her up a bit. Be great if we could grab repairs.
Then it's settled. Into town we go. Wonder if they got any plump, juicy apples.
Oh, Vern, you're always thinking about food.
Look who's talking.
My tummy always picks the worst time to growl.
You heard Lyria's stomach. Let's go find that town.
Wonder what kind of city it'll be. Can't wait to find out.
The gang is all
What
here.
I'm wondering, how'd you guys fall from that high up without a scratch? It's a miracle.
Good question. Maybe the canopy broke our fall. In any case, we got lucky.
Hey, any skyfarer who tells you life ain't about luck is a liar in my book.
Okay. Well, this is where I will cut this episode. I think I will go a little bit longer in the next one. We should definitely have less to look at. Oh, we should definitely have less to observe in info dump about. Like I said, for this playthrough, this is something that I love. I love Granblue. I love The Sims. And while The Sims, I don't get to talk as much because of about background. I don't know. Maybe I just like to be a little Miss Know-It-All. I don't know how to describe what I'm feeling.
First city in Second Grande. Let's check it out.
But I want to say that I love the series, and I'm not good at fighting games. You won't see me do the fighting game one, or that'd be embarrassing as crap. But it does have Percival. Oh, my love. Anyways, so I will cut the episode here. I hope you guys are enjoying. Let me know your comment, any likes, dislikes, improves with it, This is my first time putting up something non-Sims on the channel in such a format. So, it's something interesting. Also, I'm not sure if where I should have my little girly at model. I think this is a good position because honestly, you're not really missing much other than you can say how many times I missed the link attack stuff. But anyways, again, please like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next episode.
City in Second Grande.
That's right,
Let's check
Vern.
it out.
Bye-bye.